least making it back to the finals with a pretty reasonable expectation. Then the playoffs happened. In the second round against New York, things were already going the other direction. Boston looked like a unit doing little more than going through the motions. Death by 1,000 threes or we lose. That's what the game plan felt like. Add in a Kristaps mystery illness, and all of a sudden they weren't just losing games, they were flat out letting them slip away. With New York on the verge of officially taking control anyways, Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. One moment you're chasing a repeat, the next you're essentially kicking off a soft rebuild quite earlier than expected. It was already well known at least a player or two would be moved as the roster price tag was exorbitant. That didn't mean anyone was expecting the Myers Kata and Luka Garza to be the bigs. Kristaps and Drew were predictably shipped off, as unlike Indiana, this wasn't the kind of roster to just play and have fun until their face returned. Both guys, in the current situation, were obvious outs, and while the resulting roster doesn't look as bad as unexpected, it's definitely somewhat of a skeleton build in comparison. Now, like Indy, they're surprisingly probably still good enough to compete in the East. It'll be interesting to see Brown attempt to carry the scoring load for stretches. For years, it's been a hot topic on which of the Jays are better, and now we get to see a very well-paid star who's taking years of criticism go out there as the undisputed number one. There were discussions on his trade value, and given the nature of a gap year and the questions that have surrounded Tatum's health going forward, for a moment it looked like he was surely out. Arriving yet another wave of trade plots, we do not have to ask, what if this turns into a down year for Brown? His contract will pay $64 million in 2029, and there's been valid skepticism on this amount for a guy who's never had to play in this position. It's the reason a trade did look likely for a second. What if summer 2025 was the highest his value ever gets on his deal? And as for Tatum, this was just a tough break. A guy who's played for the better part of nearly his entire career just picks up the toughest possible injury. While he's part of a duo who, in theory, could keep contending down the road. Not only do they have to worry about how the 26 season goes, JT's playstyle feels way more susceptible to be dampened by the injury than Hadley's. How do you even know what the team should look like upon his return? Will you be able to execute quickly and restock the roster around the duo? If you do, but Tatum is a good bit worse off, what then? When the two next share the floor together, in theory anyway, Jaylen Brown will be 30. Needless to say, losing a season of contention in the middle of their primes while trying to financially steer the ship has potentially daunting ramifications. I'll also be interested to see how Peyton Pritchard can take things in a random season where the stakes are low, and he's presumably starting. Seeing what utility assignments can provide is important as well. You forget how long we've been watching the team.
Here's Mitchell. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Drew Holiday out there with Mitchell. And it's Porzingis in at center. That's the Boston Five. RJ displaying at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs.
Depends on the opponent. Team that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the strike. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
Williams has checked in for Chicago. Now here's Tatum. He's got 36 points.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
MP against Holiday. And yes! Another!
One game, then taking advantage of their weaknesses was the job, and they executed better than anyone thought they could. The expected ceiling, however, showed up in the conference finals. Late clock possession skewed Brunson heavy, fatigue crept in, and Tibbs was even forced to finally start experimenting with the bench, a call which at least partly factored in his firing later. In the Eastern Conference Finals, exit stung after looking in control of matters during Game 1 against Indy. They fell victim to the Magic and were sent back to the drawing board with the roster featuring some questionable flexibility. What were the moves to keep this thing progressing when Brunson already took the pay cut? In accordance, Summer 25 was about choices more than splash. Despite underperforming his previous trade value at times, Mikal Bridges was locked up until potentially 2030. They picked up some more offense in Jordan Clarkson, though I'm unsure they've answered their biggest issues. They just recently acquired a coach, and it'll remain to be seen how he handles rotations. It appears the roster did have a bit more to give. That being said, Mitchell Robinson remains a potential game changer when available, yet availability is the variable. Even when he is, his poor free throw shooting and limited offensive game makes maximizing his impact a trade-off at all times. They've got a couple of other big bodies, but their lineup still looks susceptible to the usual issues against top teams they'd have to clear for a title. Of course, this fact makes them the main beneficiary of the random events out east. We already know India and Boston are on the bench as far as contention. Milwaukee never went in on the Giannis trade, so now they just have Giannis on top of a roster that is clearly worse off than their contention days. It's not crazy to say the Knicks' only in-conference headache for 26 should be Cleveland. The rest is about what Mike Brown can get out of the roster. Are we still going to be watching Brunson versus everybody in May? Who's going to progress and help him on ball? The good news is the core right now is locked up for a few more years, and they can keep attempting to make necessary tweaks going forward. Looking at the NBA, I'd say 2026 is their absolute best chance to go for it. And even then, it's not really a great chance or anything. I'm going to wager the suffers will take it, though. Cleveland entered 2025 with an actual plan when it kind of appeared they were just going to remain a piece or two away. Kenny Atkinson's first full runway gave them a cleaner offensive identity. Mainly, Evan Mobley took a mini-leap as a decision-maker, while also being employed to take more threes. It turned out a healthy Darius Garland was good at basketball. Meanwhile, a breakout year from Ty Jerome bolstered the bench.
Basket! There aren't many players in history with the ability to put up 60 points.
And he's done it multiple times this season. He's taken
Drawbacks gave teams nightmares. With the potential shown when Mitchell and Garland were on, honestly, the real question I had was if the Cavs would be able to keep him out of tougher defensive matchups later in the playoffs against, say, Boston. This ended up not even being the problem. In hindsight, it'll probably be accepted they weren't beating Indiana under any circumstance. Still, it wasn't only to realize this was the second postseason affected by injury. The events were a giant letdown given how excited everyone had been surrounding the Hunter trade. Bringing him in practically answered any defensive matchup questions down the road, only to be a non-factor as he, Garland, and Mobley missed time at the start of the series. Combined with the Pacers picking up momentum, it was a quick 5-gamer that sent Cleveland back to the drawing board.
scoring to a new level. Outside, Brown. Goes up with the strike, and it falls all over the rim and in. Brown's got 11 in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning as well as we're better than me.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that's going to send MP to the free throw line. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Free throw no good from MP. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
In certain matchups, Clarence also rejoins the team. At this point, it's simply about rolling the ball out and seeing if the tweaks work. While the moves were on the margin,
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here. For the tie, driving inside. Outside for LeVert. On the wing, MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That evens the score.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Brown. He's got 24. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
For the lead. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. Slam by MP.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Outside Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on MP. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
For 2026, this outcome is the most important factor. Let's change direction. Let's look back on the last game, and then what Jokic might have left. I'll queue up another. Jokic is still right there.
And that one falls for Tatum. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he could just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Oh, a wise move by MP. Talking his own numbers in the two-man game.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. A step-back shot. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Here's MP. Oh, another one falls.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Pass to Brown. 1:36 left to play in the third quarter. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And with the bulk of the season still ahead, let's take a look at how the power rankings are starting to come together. You look at Chicago, they're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they are steamrolling everyone as expected. Tons of talent, nice team chemistry. This is the team to beat this year.
Davison, he's checked in for Tatum. From deep, MP. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And he got a couple of fouls from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Fires in the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the start.
And MP throws it down.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Brown looking around. He takes it in. Oh, my goodness!
That's how you finish. Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
MP outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
He's put in the work and worn down the defense. Now they're getting a little sloppy, and it's allowed them to get to the line more this half.
And so he hits both.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
And here's Brown for 3. Chicago with a rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Collins with a screen on Brown. And here's MP from outside. Boston pulls it in. Kidd has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Walsh. Williams defending. Up top, Brown takes a 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
Here's MP. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Boston out. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man. It's
changes. Here stops Porzingis. He's checked in for Tatum. Brown comes in for Walsh. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Davison. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that can have a big impact.
Thanks for that, Allie. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's MP in at the small forward position. Brown passes to Tatum. That shot missing. Chicago leading by 3. Here's MP. There's the screen. MP. Big finish.
Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Oh, man. MP. That was nasty.
A little mid-range shot is up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Derek White's checked in for Boston.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
MP drives in. Oh, my goodness. MP off the bounce.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
Outside White. Down low. And Tatum to the basket. On the assist by White. Tatum's got 46.
And he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
On the take. He got it again. Sensational. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Outside, Brown. To the inside. Holiday passes to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum from long range. And Tatum drills the 3.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them. This quarter is special.
Valanciunas with a screen on Tatum. Here's MP. Valanciunas passes to MP. The fadeaway. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum with it. Now guarded by MP. Pass to Tatum. The shake. Valanciunas with a rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
They get it back. Here's MP. And another one. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know.
Houston, we have a good problem. Last year was like a progress report with a red circle around their ceiling. While shocking the world and continuing to stay above the top of the conference, they eventually finished second seed in a conference where nearly every team won 50 games. It was a pretty big improvement for a team who hadn't made some huge splash. The problem was, their potential offensive struggle against more talented units in the playoffs wasn't hard to predict. Still, jumping from outside the playoff bracket to a top team in the league was very welcome, especially because it mostly spawned from defense. Sengun has been developing as fans would hope, getting better as a creator while embracing the Jokic comparisons when passing. And then Thompson minutes were loud. Insane.
Outside White. Inside. Outside Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Russell.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
He hits the second from the line.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
14 feet away.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows him.
Tatum against MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Valanciunas with a screen on Brown. MP shot is off.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are sometimes that you miss.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Instead, Shea received
At the line for the Celtics, Drew Holiday. At the line, shooting one.
They had already beat the Cowboys last time, but somehow he managed to raise his weapons again, becoming an automatic source of tonight while playing both sides of the field. Years of asset offense that finally materialized.
What you love about Drew Holiday is he's a true teammate. Selfless and just wants to see his whole squad.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
It's Shay's season, both visually and instant. This ending is massive. Team situation. That means they both catch out the way. Meanwhile, the players are working mercifully. They've got the young talent doing that next.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Chicago. 4-point game. Valanciunas with a screen on Tatum. MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Takes a step back. Here's Tatum. Hits it again. Wow. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Chicago leading by 4. The drive by now. What a jam! Incredible thunder finish.
I haven't seen anything like that in minutes.
Wow.
Up top Tatum, covered by MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Fifth personal foul.
Smart play by Tatum. Using the fake to get the contact.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Tatum against MP. And there's the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Again! What an avalanche!
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Here's Tatum. Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum.
And is the sheer confidence of Tatum ready to put his team on his back.
MP against Tatum. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's MP. Here he goes.
As somebody who's kind of lived through. Yeah.
Porzingis grabs the board.
He tried to get spicy and told him, look, okay. He's going to be living this one down for you.
Russell against Tatum. Outside, Brown. Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. Chicago with the ball. from outside. The shot misses.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. He missed the shot, but relatively threes mentality.
It's great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's MP. Another one falls. Amazing.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. And again!
And this game has his name written all over.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. The three. Here's Porzingis. Hang on now.
I would very much like to see a franchise do the things they did and somehow come out with both a clean slate and a path forward. We're all familiar by now. It was the biggest Woj bomb that was never a Woj bomb. Luka was traded mid-season, seemingly out of nowhere. You probably remember exactly where you were or what you were doing. Who knew when he gingerly walked off before the Christmas? Mere months after his first trip to the finals with them, it'd be his last game with them. A trade so ludicrous, Shams had to verify it twice. There was no haul, mainly just AD. Well, Max Christie matters too, and potentially the pick as well. Regardless, a trade for a player anything like Luka was always suspected to bring an all-time haul, especially in a world where we aren't so far removed from Gobert's deal. Getting AD back on a team where they can still hypothetically contend with him in Luka's place, it provided the thinnest of veils as to why you do such a thing. Of course, the result was exactly what anyone expected.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets overturned, which would end the game, by the way. However, if ruled it still counts, we're headed to overtime. The officials have completed their review, and the bucket counts. We are going to overtime.
And watching from here, I wasn't sure if he beat the clock, but the replay told the real story. The refs had it right.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly.
His front office went on a full press run to explain it away. Nico leaned hard on the good argument. They were required in odds to win this move.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
The Governors pitched it as a win-now pivot that still protected the future. Remember, they would have had to pay him a massive contract. So this was them saying, hey, we had to be sure. I was glad for higher brass to show themselves because, not to protect Nico, but I did constantly point out he could have never done this without higher blessings. Well, they'll enter 2026 with, presumably, everyone healthy and returning, except for Kyrie. D'Angelo Russell will try to hold the fort until he returns. But Black will be tasked with managing his development as a kid while being a part of a win-now situation, which is pretty rare. Funny enough, Kyrie did just recently talk about how he would have chosen to start this way.
They've got D'Angelo Russell. MP is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's White in at the 2.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
MP drives it. And MP throws it down.
Making sure that one MP had ground zero.
Pass to Tatum. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Tatum's got 57 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And again, it's Chicago.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Brown finds Porzingis. Holiday serving four. Porzingis misses. Chicago leading. From deep, MP. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holiday. Outside White. Porzingis against Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. Outside Holiday. The teardrop. That one is off. Nice D from Valanciunas. And here's MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Brown. He hammers that one down right in the face of MP.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Outside for Russell. Fades. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Count that bucket. Tatum's got 59 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball.
Felt non-committal in tone. The kind of carefully worded, we'll see, that hints the runway is short. That's honestly why many of you heard me immediately tap out of LeBron's trade possibility when they got Luka. Especially under today's business, how could you get this roster to championship level before he either leaves or retires? Thus you end up with a fascinating and messy picture. The 40-year-old orbiting the league's best young heliocentric fan-base roster.
And creating good shots.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Just under 2.5 minutes passed in this OT. Valanciunas with a screen on Tatum. Fades and shoots. The kick out to White from outside the arc. Buries it from 3. White's gotten himself going with a triple.
There is a bit of a what now feeling. Los Angeles has been moving slow ever since dismantling the 2020 roster, and the mix of injuries has only made things worse. LeBron has been flirting with retirement for a bit, while clearly remaining talented enough to contribute to contenders. You couldn't even blame him for not taking a pay cut, as it would have barely opened up the money needed to make a difference. A full season with these two, including a locked-in Luka, should be fun, but for them to jump to championship level this year, which is likely Bron's last year with them, they'd need one more piece to fall in their laps the way it kind of always does, so I won't write the chance off. There's another superstar out there in a less than stellar situation. Milwaukee hit the skids fast. Lillard tore his Achilles, and so the partnership that was supposed to change everything never made it to a healthy postseason. And as a result, the front office was left with little to nothing to work with. This all made worse by the fact that Lillard-Giannis duo never looked on court how it did in our heads. Dame is 35, man. The front office was forced to cut ties, which actually just meant stretch them. Over $100 million spread over 5 years. Incredible. The resulting roster is a team that still somehow has Giannis, and honestly looks like something LeBron would have been stuck with in the 2000s. This is why Miles Turner's comments were so confusing. Going to this, talking about sustained winning, like, what's the plan today? I don't doubt they can win some regular season games. However, the roster is full of journeyman names, and very far from title contention. Giannis is going to be 31 in December, which isn't old, but it for sure limits the amount of seasons the Bucks can do in this manner. He's currently only inked till 2027 with an option for 28. He's never been fully committal, though he's also not asked for a trade at this time, and the front office doesn't want to trade him. That being said, their pick situation is dire. They don't have much hope of the draft being their safe haven, nor do they have a ton to bargain with. It's really unfortunate each campaign after their title got touched by injury. They never even had a chance to follow it up. Now they're at a dead end, and unless they magically pull another star out of the sky, your guess is as good as anyone's on where this goes. I will mention, this is kind of how it used to go in the 2000s. It wasn't just guaranteed a star was going to be asking out when the road looked tough. Guys wasted a lot of good years playing on units going absolutely nowhere anytime soon. Teams like the Spurs made the choice to not even open Pandora's box. Meanwhile, the modern business of basketball nearly ensures a lot more teams would be dissuaded from trying to fit Giannis than usual. This may just be a situation where the clock runs out. They don't currently have the assets to swing another surprise Lillard deal, which only further confuses me as to why you wouldn't think about a reset with a piece as valuable and non-committal as Giannis. But hey, we just did do the Pacers documentary where we talked about how Reggie Miller stayed and they kept building him different contenders, so maybe we'll see it. But looking at their assets, I just don't know how. So, Dane, did you see him going back to Portland so soon? Saga took forever to end, and here he is, presumably on a farewell tour. Anyways, in the year.
What color? Firefighter.
He had told Rey Mysterio that he had to take off his mask. You know, I went in there and I was like, well, why do you want him to take off his mask? He goes, well, because I want to. I go, don't you understand the symbolism of the mask? And on top of that, you would probably do a lot better if you did a match between Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera, who are about the same age, started about at the same time, second generation wrestlers. They'll have a great match. This is stupid doing it against Elizabeth's hair. Well, that's bullshit. You diluted it, you know. So we were going back and forth and back and forth. But well, at the end of the day, you know, you're under contract, you're going to do what I want. And I said, I'm only under contract until the day I want to be under contract because I can just quit, you know. Watch how you talk to me and shit like that. He had told Rey Mysterio that he had to take off his mask. You know, I went in there and I was like, well, why do you want him to take off his mask? He goes, well, because I want to. I go, don't you understand the symbolism of the mask? And on top of that, you would probably do a lot better if you did a match between Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera, who are about the same age, started about at the same time, second generation wrestlers, and they'll have a great match. This is stupid doing it against Elizabeth's hair. Well, that's bullshit. You diluted it, you know. So we were going back and forth and back and forth. And he goes, well, at the end of the day, you know, you're under contract, you're going to do what I want. And I said, I'm only under contract until the day I want to be under contract because I can just quit.
Sorry.
You know. Watch how you talk to me and shit like that. He had told Rey Mysterio that he had to take off his mask. You know, I went in there and I was like, well, why do you want him to take off his mask?
Are there enough bubbles?
I remember thinking, I'm not going to show up. Just won't show up. I get a call from Eric. Get Ray, if you don't show up for Sunday's meet for New Year and breach your contract,
Water's not too hot.
you don't want to know what's going to happen after that.
I was particularly disappointed with the idea of Reigns losing the mask. What I didn't appreciate was what losing that mask meant to Ray. The heritage that the mask represents in Lucha Libre, those are all things that were incredibly important to Ray that I didn't relate to.
It was a big deal for him to lose his mask. He didn't want to lose it. There was a lot of politicking going on. I said, yeah, I don't mind doing the favor tonight, you know, and taking care of Ray. If anything, I've always wanted to take care of Ray. He's like my little brother.
Day of the show, maybe a match or two before our match, the direction gets changed.
Ultimately, when it became obvious to me what an issue it was for Ray, we had to relent and revisit the topic at a later date.
I end up winning the Cruiserweight title. And then who would have ever thought that that was going to be match of the year?
Just a pleasant night, change it. Everything what you ever dreamed of. Disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to.
Oh yeah, let me pop my collar. Here goes ATL.
Don't be mistaken by the size difference.
Now look at John Cena mocking the size of the cruiserweight Rey Mysterio. Trying to get through his head.
My bitch slimy too. Really? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
No way you'll never make it. From with the weak shit, I break it. Step into my zone, mad rhymes will stifle ya. Lines like rifles go blast when I kick some ass. A lot of rappers be like one-time wonders. Couldn't say a fly rhyme if there was one right under their noses. I hate those motherfuckers. Yes, I did. So I backed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that shit. So if you gon' do it just like this. Yes, I did. So I backed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that shit. So if you gon' do it just like this. Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious.
That's the same mask. What the heck? What's it? Oh. Hey. That's the same mask. What the heck? What's it? Oh. Hey. That's the same mask. What the heck? What's it? Oh.
I guess we're just gonna hump you like the Lord that we are.
His first basket of the game.
No photo with the pretty knees in the goddamn ghetto. Looking in the dark, I need no sight. That cool on the goddamn bike. It's gonna take it with the big gate lit. The big smoke on top of the house. Goddamn man. Here's the episode deep. Walking in the heat while I'm on chase beats. Hanging from the spot, baby height. Got no fear, bitch, better come and fight. Two doors in my backpack. Little bitch, what's up? I'm another sack. Got these open. Then, only money I'm gonna
Drops the first one. And gives him a lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a two-point ball game.
Just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That's how you win post game.
And it's Tatum missing. MP with it. Now guarded by White. Here's the
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. There's Tatum with the three. The rebound by MP. MP's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Valanciunas with a screen on Brown. MP connects again.
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we've watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down two of the top three spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence. What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch.
Just enough resistance to force him in. That's not good.
Logan.
Second team foul. One for the Bulls. MP. Two shots.
Take a break. Two shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. big lead. Time called here. The Celtics
Logan Paul actually saved you in that spot.
They're hyping it up. And I know Logan took credit for it. That's funny because I always do that moonsault. And I tried to advise him that I don't jump out, I jump up. So you might have to take the step in to be at the right spot. So sure enough, I jumped up and not out like I had said. And I mean, he caught me. Don't get me wrong, he caught me. But if he would have been there, I would have moonsaulted, just landed on my tummy. But he did make a good save, did make a good catch. And the fact, not only that he caught me, but that he powered me in. You know, he caught me in a squat position, and he took me right back up, and we continued.
Logan Paul actually saved you in that spot.
They're hyping it up. And I know Logan took credit for it. That's funny because I always do that moonsault, and I tried to advise him that I don't jump out, I jump up. So you might have to take the step in to be at the right spot.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is to get
Tatum launches the three, and again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game. Unbelievable. And they go to the intentional foul. First, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Rejected by Valanciunas. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock.
They go backstage. Ray trips on the ground on the way to the parking lot. Style. Conan and Ray get into the back of a low rider pickup? Is that what this is?
It's gotta be. It's some sort of custom car.
Ray jumps in the back of it. Conan's in the driver's seat. Kevin Nash walks up just in time for them to pull off. Sadly,
that puts him up 5.
Dude pulls up in a limo and they can't drive out.
There's traffic. They didn't leave backstage for 1 second.
What? So Nash is commandeering a car next to him. He GTA's this guy out of his car, then looks back and realizes the lowrider truck is right next to him. Not moving. The game's not so Rey Mysterio panics, jumps out of the back of it. Conan jumps out of the truck. It starts to roll backwards.
exactly what needs to be done.
Nash is whooping their ass.
Ain't nobody doing it like this, bro.
They go backstage. Ray trips on the ground on the way to the parking lot.
Guards jump up in style.
Conan and Ray get into the back of a low rider pickup. Is that what this is?
It's gotta be. It's some sort of custom car.
Ray?
I swear to God, when Ray came out, I was like, how many times has Ray been at 1, 2, or 3 in a row? It didn't even occur to me. We could be getting Penta versus Ray. Says stars.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And no luck that time either.
Okay. There's Ravens Kimberly.
Pass to Porzingis from deep 3-point land. It's the rebound by MP. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
At the line for the Bulls, MP.
I keep them all in my white tee. Oh, I think they like me. Oh, they like the diamonds, but they shine so brightly. And you know, I keep them out of my tea. It's that white beat. From a tough ivy. For you, we think I'm out. They come and try me. They come by your body. Why keep in the girl while you drinking off a tiny? Fuck those gas, why the green with a party? Y'all know get me started. Gotta turn my body. I hit the ball in my white.
The first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Tatum from long range. Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. From Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Al LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
He would have to get on his knees and apologize, take off his mask, hand it over to me, and explain that I am the best material in the game. One thing I don't understand is why the WWE inducted you into the Hall of Fame. The only Hall of Fame you deserve to be in is the Deadbeat Dad Hall of Fame. Because at the end of the day, I should have been Eddie, so. I'm this generation's Eddie. Really didn't plan to cry from a Batman story today. It's a silent issue about a little kid who lost his dog, and he's out putting posters trying to find his dog. And that's when Batman runs past him, chasing after him. He catches him, but the kid gets pulled off by his mom. And Batman notices that he's putting up posters for his lost dog. Later, the kids go take pictures of the ex, just like Dave's dad.
Stuff with those roaming fees like that. If you travel to different countries, you need sailing. You can get an eSIM that works across 150 countries. And an eSIM is already in your smartphone, so you don't have to buy a physical SIM card either. Just turn the eSIM on when you travel.
especially the younger men coming around, like easily points. Like these young writers, a lot of these young teens as their audience. They're just like, they're looking at stuff. And then they double down on making a video saying that they don't care. You know, the biggest shame of that is there's probably a unscrupulous black kid psychics going to follow that person. It's what they thought they were, but they like their content. They see a video of you using relationships against them. Then doubling down and saying that the thing is good. It's like, So I'm really sorry, and especially sorry for doing what I did the day before the game. And I say that you got myself here and say I'm sorry. Even when I said it. So it's that's against the rules. This is supposed to take turns. It's like a big bloody mess. So it was to a military unit. Immediately, this lady holding her back from running away, and they did it so fast, it was almost like they trained her. So as this pickpocket lady was getting into that act, and while some of the actually got pickpocketed, so interrogating her, she was just like, "Sal, where's my phone?" And the pickpocket lady was like, "While that's just pacing back and forth with her arms crossed." She's just like, "No, it's not nice. It's stealing people's stuff." And then her friend holding it back agree with her, and they're like, "Yeah, it's not nice stealing people's stuff." And the pickpocket lady has a look on the text. I was a little scared. I was like, "What are you talking about?" This blonde woman then took the floppy cap off of the pickpocket lady, and then she took it on herself. I was like, "Neil, the guy stolen." And then she takes the glasses off of the pickpocket lady, and she puts it on herself, and she's like, "Neil, it's good, right?" And I thought this lady looked terrified before. Without the glasses, she looked horrified. Anyways, eventually this woman does take her phone back, and I'm thinking like, oh, once she gets her phone back, they're gonna let this lady go. Update, they don't let her go. They continue restricting her until they get to the next station, where they walk her off the train. I distinctly remember as they were getting off the train, one of the women going, "We are taking you to the authority." Pretty sure that's not how you say it, but whatever. So yeah, just don't mess with Americans. It's more trouble than it's worth. Also, let me know if y'all have any experiences with American tourists getting pickpocketed, because I know this is not an isolated experience. I've seen so many videos online of American tourists just absolutely tumbling pickpocketers.
Now, I don't support anyone pickpocketing anyone, but if you're gonna do it anyways, may I suggest not pickpocketing Americans?
For those of you that saw this video here of my mom, this is the story time. Hi. รุ่นนี้เราไปต่อ ดีๆ Thank you so much. Thank you.
The American in Paris who was electrocuting pickpocketers by letting them steal a decoy booby-trapped wallet has been stopped by police. While the police did admire his work of electrocuting pickpocketers with a battery-powered wallet, they did confiscate all of his 30 wallets that were on him because so many pickpocketers had been sent to the hospital with irregular heartbeats. They explained that France has a universal healthcare system and it was putting a burden on the hospital because this man was sending so many thieves straight there with his electrocution. When the police asked the man why he was doing it, he said that obviously you guys don't police this, so I thought I would. I mean, I was literally walking circles around the Eiffel Tower while I metaphorically walk circles around these pickpocketers. The American said that while the hospital might be a little overburdened, at least the pickpocketers aren't out on the street, and so these people like me who are visiting the Olympics can walk around with more peace of mind. The American in Paris who was electrocuting pickpocketers by letting... Do I see a pickpocketer?
Pickpocket, cuidado, carteristas, carteristas.
Pickpockets are a huge issue in nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. เคยเห็นมีค่าผมเปรี้ยวแบบนี้ไหมคะ Oh, please wake up and listen to this story real quick. Did y'all see the video of the white lady from America that's in Venice right now and the pickpocker stole her purse and passport from the bag? It was like they was on a cruise and the daughter said they was walking like across the bridge or something. She noticed her bag was open and her purse was gone. So the lady ended up finding the little girls that stole her stuff, so she confronted them. I go back and look at the original video. Why the mama had the pickpocket on her ponytail? Oh, please wake up and listen to this story real quick. Did y'all see the video of the... It wasn't until the... Hey, you cleaned your name. They need to say sorry. So sorry. You wasn't out there throwing the game. You was just out there. It's just what we do during the 82 games. Now you got it. You can take any character in shaking and noise.
Best memory to have together?
What's yours?
Nothing. Not one thing.
Wow.
Not one.
That's love. That's.
Oh, no. I have one.
All the memories I've given you, and you're gonna say nothing like that. You're just trying to troll me in front of your audience. That's what that's about.
You'll get clipped later in this episode. I don't need to put in the effort. Okay. What's our best memory together? I would say when we went to the finals game. No. The football game was probably my favorite.
National championship.
We went to the national championship in Atlanta, Georgia last year, and it was my first ever football game. That was a really good memory, I'd say.
First of all,
you have to talk in the mic.
First of all, I think the NBA games that I took you to was better than that. That's number one. Number two, how about when Daddy was roasting in the hot sun in Disney World for 3 days, spanning 21 hours, going on every ride?
We're done. My sister and I wanted to go to Disney World. He was like, I'm not going to do the impression because you guys are going to flip me again. That was insane. resting for service like that.
You're ready to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. He was like in some prayer, and it was just like talking and being so loud. I'm trying to go play with
That's not true, because I'm not allowed.
Goodbye. He is like the music singer of the world. And it was just bothering everyone. Like, just like he bothers you guys. Like, he does bother us too. He does. It's inevitable. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think that was a good memory. It was, because we forced him to get on all the rides. So that was a good memory.
26 rides.
26
Hey,
rides.
butterfly! Wait, why are you yelling? I guess he's got his feathers in a bunch too.
Okay, number 3. What is some fun activities you like to do together?
Where is it? Ouch! Oh, hello, little bear.
Come out to play.
I'm sorry, little bear. I can't possibly play today. I'm very, very busy.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for something I seem to have misplaced. Something I had set aside. And I seem to have lost it.
Oh. Good morning, little bear. Hello, Doug.
It has to be here.
What's the matter with Owl? Has his feathers in a bunch. Feathers in a bunch? Oh dear. No wonder he's in such a bad mood. Maybe I would like to borrow my feather comb.
What is so funny down there?
You are.
To the championship. To the championship.
Knock, knock. Come in. Doc, Owl has to say who's there. Oops, sorry. Owl, knock, knock. Owl, you're supposed to say who's there.
Okay. Who's there?
Cow.
Cows who?
No. Owl's moo. Cow's moo. I guess not. I don't think we'll ever get Owl's feathers unburned. Yes, we will, Doc.
Reached a higher plane.
Oops, sorry. Poor frog. I guess his feathers are in a bunch too. There. Come on, Duck. I hope this works.
What is going on down there? Little bear, Doug. Oh my!
Owl? so funny?
Well, I feel much better now. Thank you.
Knock, knock. Come in.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad your feathers aren't in a bunch? Interesting. What do you think this is, Grandfather Bear?
A six-legged monster?
No, it's just an ant.
Why, of course. How elementary.
Elementary.
My, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with. Let's go look at more things.
Good idea, but first, we don't want to stray too far from the house and be late for lunch. That's strange.
What's strange?
My pocket watch is missing. Now, where can it be?
A missing pocket watch. How mysterious.
It's a mystery, all right.
A mystery for Detective Little Bear.
You're the best little bear for the job. Now, what should we do?
Look for clues.
Well, let's think. I remember I had my watch when I went to the mailbox.
Interesting. Come on.
Where are we going?
It's elementary. We're going to the mailbox. How mysterious.
Find anything, Detective Little Bear?
Yes. A clue. 2 clues.
What are they?
Goblin shoes.
How mysterious.
But still haven't found your pocket watch.
Well, maybe I dropped it when I was working in the garden. I stood right here and gave my tomatoes a good long drink of water.
Another clue. Look, Grandfather Bear.
What is it?
It looks like a little walking stick.
A little walking stick for the goblin.
Of course. It's elementary. A pair of shoes and a little walking stick. Where else could your watch be, Grandfather Bear?
Well, I took it back to the hammock.
Let's go.
Now. Another one. Okay.
Very mysterious.
Why, that looks like a hat.
A hat or a gauntlet. Grandfather Bear, I think a gauntlet took your pocket watch.
Elementary.
But why would a goblin want a watch?
Oh, a goblin would find a watch very handy. He'll know if it's time to read a book or take a nap or have a snack.
You never can tell with goblins.
That's true. What should we do, Detective Little Bear?
Well, if we return the goblin things, maybe he'll return your pocket watch.
Brilliant, Detective Little Bear.
It's the Goblin's Cave. It looks old.
It looks old.
It looks dark. Hello, Goblin. Goblin. Do you have Grandfather Bear's pocket watch? We found your shoes and your hat and your walking stick. We thought you might want them back. I know Grandfather Bear would really like his pocket watch back. Maybe he's home.
Let's go back after lunch. Maybe then we'll find my pocket watch. Our first clue, goblin shoes.
It's elementary.
A goblin trick and a walking stick.
It's elementary.
A small green hat. We gave it back.
It's elementary.
Detective Little Bear, we'll find out where my pocket watch is gone.
Elementary.
Oh,
Hello, Grandmother Bear.
so, what have you two been up to all morning?
We've been trying to solve a mystery.
Oh,
The mystery of Grandfather Bear's missing pocket watch.
Luckily, Detective Little Bear is on the case.
well, you are the best little bear at the job.
We haven't found the watch yet, but we almost found a goblin.
What is it, little bear?
Grandfather Bear, I think you need some more bread.
Bread? Well, yes. All right. My watch. Good detective work. I must have dropped it in the dough when I was helping Grandmother Bear make bread.
Or maybe the goblin put it there.
You never know about goblins.
Goblins are very mysterious, aren't they?
Oh, good.
Thanks. It's what he said. Sure. It's time, man. LMFC. Is that what we're calling it now? Leagues on FC Mobile. Leagues. Work to achieve goals and unlock rewards. Download FC Mobile. Join the league today.
Here's how I learned how to play the Lion King song from scratch. I start with my pinky finger on E flat, then my middle finger on C, and my index finger on B flat. Again, E flat, C, then A flat, F. And here's how it sounds all together.
Maybe I can help?
Today is Father's Day. It's time to sing and play. And we all wish when we catch a big fish that it doesn't get away. And when we caught one, we will roll. Back to shore we can go. To have fish stew like little bears. It's the best fish stew we know. Lovely.
Any takes?
Nothing yet.
Singing is scaring the fish away. Then we must all be very,
Very quiet.
Shh. Hello, Doc. Hello, little bear. Hello, everyone. What are you doing?
Fishing.
Oh, that's nice. Little bear and Father Bear are fishing.
Just the two of them.
Happy Father's Day!
Thank you, Duck.
And we all have to do
I can be very, very quiet. Why do we have to be very, very quiet? God, we don't want to scare the fish. Oh, that's very nice of you. Being very, very quiet is making me very, very hungry.
Doc, do you want to come into our boat and have a sandwich?
Sure.
It's too bad Cat isn't here. He's missing all the fun.
It would be even more fun if I caught a fish.
It's a fish. Hold on tight, little bear.
What a fish!
It's a big, 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 big fish. Very, very big fish. Hold on my hand, little bear.
Careful, don't rock the boat.
Why is this boat rocking?
I was having a nap and... Oh no! What are we doing out here?
Fishing. It's Father's Day. Look out.
Oh! Happy Father's Day, Father Bear. Thank you, Cat.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, everyone.
The fish stew was delicious, Mother Bear.
Thank you. That was a very big fish you caught, little bear.
Yes, it was. And it was wonderful spending the day with you, little bear.
It's Tin Can versus Trash Can. Taking no prisoners. Mankind is in trouble already.
Ocean is deep and big. Lots of fish. Let's catch a big fish for dinner. You see a fish? Where? Oh, I see him too. There he is. Wait, there. No, sorry. We got away. The storm's getting bigger. We better The storm is clearing. Ready to fish? Let's cast off. Yes, Fisherman Bear. I think you're right. The fish is coming closer, closer, closer. Look, you caught a fish. I caught something too. This is a mighty big fish. Whoa!
fisherman bear is a little afraid of you, Mikey.
Afraid of me? There's nothing to be afraid of. I just.
What if we rewrite the story? I'm just laughing. Honey, who do you think? But you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mighty. I hope you find someone to play with. Mikey is a very big fish. I wonder who else is out in the ocean tonight. That tickles, Fisherman Bear. Stop it. You're not Fisherman Bear. You're an octopus. My name is Littleton, and this is Fisherman Bear. Are you looking for someone to play with? Wait! Come back! Hello? Hello, Mr. Octopus? Hello?
Hello, little bear.
Mermaid!
What are you doing out here? Are you fishing?
I was. Octopus wanted to play with Fisherman Bear, and he was having so much fun that he took him.
Come with me, little bear. I'll help you find them. Fisherman Bear's having a tea party with Octopus.
I have to catch a fish for supper, and I really need Fisherman Bear's help. Hello? Mr. Octopus? I have an idea. Do you still need someone to play with? Good thinking, Fisherman Bear. Why don't you play with Mighty? He's looking for someone to play with too.
That's a wonderful idea. Come with me, Mr. Octopus. I'll take you to Maggie.
Bye. Bye. Come on, Fisherman Bear. We have to catch our fish. I think you caught me, Fisherman Bear. Yay! Oh, this fish will make a perfect fish stew. So Mighty and Octopus became good friends, and for supper, Mother Bird made a delicious fish stew. The end. Mother Bear's home! Mother Bear!
Hello, little bear.
Did you catch a very big fish?
I sure did.
Fisherman Bear and I caught a big one too.
Let's go inside and you can tell me all about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, man. You should got ass on.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, man. You should got ass on.
You think darkness is your ally.
Bring it up your head. Bring it on.
You think darkness is your ally.
Bring.
Hey y'all, so I bought some new clothes because none of my old clothes fit. H&M is definitely my favorite store I went to. I got some basic tops. I got these two.
Right? Right? We know you're a gay dog. How many times do I have to tell you guys this? The concept of me being gay has never, will never, and won't ever stop me from sleeping with or dating women. Religiously, relentlessly, consistently, consensually. I will continue to drive down the lane and yam at home in some lady parts. And if the story was about a man and I was getting in there, I would tell you. And does this particular story being about a woman take away from the concept of me being gay? Of course not. Gay men sleep with women all the time, and according to the internet, it's like one of their favorite things to do. It's 2025. Gay men can sleep with whoever they want to. So when you guys make these comments where it's like, oh, you mean he, right? No, I don't mean he. And have you ever thought about asking yourself, what kind of gay...
There's happened one. Hi, this is Nicky Like Fox. What can we help you with today? How you doing? So my device cut off randomly, and won't turn back on, or charge, or anything. I wanted to see if there's something I could do about it on my side. Let's see. Okay, well, have you tried turning on the device using the power button? Yes. That's how I figured out it doesn't turn on in the first place. Yeah, that's weird. It should have turned your device on. Yeah. Okay, so let's try this. We have a little trick we do out here. You're going to want to hold the power button for 10 seconds. I did that too. That was like one of the first things I did, actually. There's no power coming to the device. Like, it won't turn on. Where is it? No. So, is there a way I should open it up? Don't touch it! Damn! Please wait one moment. As I transfer you to a specialist. Thanks. Hello. I hear you have an issue with the device not turning on. Are you still there? Yeah, it won't turn on or charge. And the charger came with works on other devices too, so I know it's not that. Yeah, terribly sorry to hear that. We're going to try to fix that for you today. First thing I want to try, have you tried turning off your device and back on again? You want me to turn... Oh my good sir, I regret to inform you that that method will not suffice for the device in question, as it would require it to do something it simply has the inability to do, which is turn on in the first place. What? It don't power on. It don't. What is going on? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's you. What's me? You're the chosen one. Bro, what are you on right now? Come with me. Hi, this is Minty Like Fox. What can we help you with today? How you doing? So my device cut off randomly.
Dad, the tooth fairy didn't come last night. Oh, son, I'm sorry. He's a busy man, though. Oh, come on, son, don't cry. No! No! What are you doing? Dad, the tooth fairy didn't come last night. Oh, son, I'm sorry. He's a busy man, though. Oh, come on, son, don't cry.
China is spilling all.
Hey, take a picture. Wait, how did I look?
So bad. You're gonna need to use Higgsfield AI.
Hey, take a picture. Hey, take a picture.
I watched this shit, yeah?
Yeah.
Spreadsheets, you have to just go white. For someone who doesn't bake.
Yo, Enzo, my community day, where you at?
There's Enzo Nasty. I even got an extra bed for him. There's one bed right here and another one right here. Enzo, where are you?
I'm looking around, chat, and I don't see Enzo. Chat, where the fuck is Enzo?
Enzo, where the fuck are you at, bro?
He been a bad boy. You gotta stay home.
Yo, Enzo, my community day, where you at?
There's Enzo Nasty. I even got an extra bed for him. There's one bed right here and another one right here. Enzo, where are you?
I'm looking around, chat, and I don't see.
We got to start giving these YouTube hoopers some props, man. We've seen a lot of them be some NBA players, some G League players, some overseas pros. Now we got Scar being Corey Sanders, and we all know Corey Sanders. Stay in your feet, Corey. That was a hoop mixtape legend right there. And yeah, Corey Sanders still got game. This was a close game. It looked like he got a jump shot now, too. Yeah, that's tough, Corey. And one left-hand finish, that's tough. But this is what I'm talking about. We got to